Hey guys, Matt Bishop here on the tour bus with Corey and Paolo of Trivium. Guys, what's going on?
What's up?
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks.
How's the tour going, fellas?
Pretty incredible. I mean, every show's pretty much been sold out. I think there's only been like one or two that weren't, and they were just a few tickets off. So we've been having a great time, getting a lot of new fans. All the Volbeat dudes are awesome dudes, so can't complain. Easy tour.
Do you feel like this is like an interesting pairing, or is it like an obvious fit?
Probably one of the best we've had in a while.
Yeah, I guess maybe other, some people might think it's, a little bit of a, odd pairing, but, I think we have a lot in common as far as what we do music. We have a lot of, heavier stuff, like our back catalog with a lot of screaming and stuff, but, with our new record, it's very melodic, a lot of singing and stuff, and, Volbeats, they're pretty heavy too, so it's, to us, it's awesome. I think it's a great pairing, and just from the success of the shows, shows a lot, and also, making a lot of new fans, and just being able to see people, you can definitely tell that don't know who we are when we first start playing, being like really into it, the more we play. So yeah, it's definitely been the best tour we've been on in the States in a while.
I feel like that has to be the best when fans, not that they're not into it, but they're just not familiar.
Yeah.
And the set kicks off, and it's kind of like, okay, these guys are kind of cool, and then at the end, like you said, it's just like,
progressively getting into it. I think we've really made a career out of being a touring band. I mean, that's how we've made the majority of our fans. It's, converting them in a live setting, or kind of sealing the deal for people that weren't too sure, or maybe heard some of our albums, heard some songs, and they liked it, but when they saw it live, it all made sense. And I think we're doing that here. And like you said, us and Volbeat fit very well together. I think people are getting a great show. We're going out there treating it like it would be our own headlining show, and just giving people their all, or giving our all to everyone that's coming out to the show, and making sure it's a great time.
Nice. You guys are touring on your latest album, Vengeance Falls. A different approach this time, a little bit, for you guys.
That's what we do every album. It's a clean slate. We go up to the board, we erase everything, and we start, coming up with fresh ideas to, what Trivium's been since the beginning. The riffs, the melodic singing, the screaming. We just try to take new approaches to it and keep it fresh for ourselves. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to write the biggest, metal tunes we can that people can get behind and enjoy, and hopefully becomes, part of their life, that they want to hear all the time. That's kind of our goal with our music.
Was there a different focus this time around? You guys worked with David Draymond producing, and was there just kind of a different feel making this record?
I mean, when we kind of went in there, we had been writing for a bit. I think we just tried to have a really focused approach. Again, we were just trying to make the best songs that we possibly could. And
yeah, I think I asked that bad. I made it sound like they're not focused on any of the other records that they made.
No,
and they're not. That's not the case.
Every time we go in, we really, I guess we've learned that each time you go in, you want to try to make something unique with the record and make it stand out. I mean, we could, nowadays with recording, you could save every preset and everything. You could carbon copy an album easily, but we try to approach each thing with a unique idea. And with David, he just really pushed us in terms of the groove and the feel of our music. Really pushed Matt to expand his singing and even the screaming as well, trying to use it in different ways than he has in the past. Again, this is our, 6th record. We can always do everything exactly the same, or we can just go into it and just try to push ourselves, and that's really all you can do is, being a true artist, I guess. We're trying to make things different every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Nailed it?
Yeah, it's, it's no fun to just, copy yourselves, and it's like we do it, one record, and it's like we did it that way. It's like next time we do a record, let's do something different, keep it fresh, keep it interesting, and plus, we're all, try to push individually to learn new, different ways, new stuff on the guitar that you can, adapt into your songwriting to, have more, I guess, like tools in the tool chest to create with. So it's always just trying to, write just fresh sounding stuff, and you see a lot of bands that just kind of stagnate style wise and sound, and it's like, what someone might sound like 6-7 years ago, it probably just sounds boring because it's been, that kind of thing's been done a million times by the same band and also a lot of other bands. So it's like you got to keep it updating yourselves, and if we did Ascendancy now, it'd be like, well, I've heard that record like a million times over the last 10 years. So it's always just keeping the creative juices going, and just trying to evolve. It's like
I think that also you can take stuff that you've done and
give it a fresh perspective and try new things and mix it up. I mean, we have all these records to kind of pull from now. We've done some records with 7 strings, some in different tunings like drop D, standard tunings. I know that even with the writing we've been doing now for the next record, we're experimenting with another tuning, and there's really no limitations. I mean, the only limitations are what we put on ourselves, and we've kind of just come to the realization that it doesn't matter, you can do whatever you want, and people seem to really dig it. I think when we're just writing honest music and Matt is writing really deep lyrics, honest lyrics, that's all you can do at the end of the day, and then it's up to people whether they kind of get it or they don't.
You just said writing stuff for the next record. I saw you on Instagram a couple days ago. You posted something on an acoustic guitar. You said you were writing some things. Where are we in that? Is there a focused point for a new record now, or are we just is that just kind of something you guys do all the time?
We write a lot, yeah.
We write a lot during breaks. It usually doesn't take us very long to gather a good amount of material, and just seems in the past we did a lot of writing on tour, but we just kind of like it's a little bit trickier. Like it just seems to work out. The better ideas seem to kind of spawn from being at home and having like the focus and not any distractions with a million people around. So the last break, we came up with quite a few song ideas. Usually with the demos, you have like the your first version, and then once everyone gets familiar with the ideas and stuff, there's a lot of like tweaking and rearranging and everything like that. But I think right now there's at least
we have quite a few songs.
Like
it's hard to say like kind of where we'll end up, because we have a lot of old stuff we're looking at maybe trying again. We have some new stuff that's really fresh. Like even on this tour, we kind of came up with an idea all together, and hopefully we can amass all this stuff and then just get together in the garage and just play like a regular band would, garage days style, and make a record. That's kind of the goal for now. We don't have like any super hardcore set in stone timeline for when we want to do the record. We just know that we'll probably tour up to the end of the year and then start thinking about what to do next year for the new record.
Or we could put out an EP before Mayhem Fest.
We have no time.
No time.
I tried. I always try for you guys, but what do you? But great transition. Mayhem Fest. You guys are returning this summer. Gotta be stoked, man.
Very, very excited. It wasn't something that we thought we were really going to be a part of up until maybe 2 months ago. So it worked out great. That's going to be like the end of the touring for us for the summer. We're going to take a little break before we end for the whole album. And I think that's probably, one of the best things we could do for this record. Getting out with amazing bands, Avenged, Korn, Asking Alexandria, all of us on the main stage. The side stages are great. A lot of bands we've actually toured with, so it should be a very fun summer for us off stage, and then I think for the crowds, they're getting a great mix of bands.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited for another summer of mayhem.
It's gonna be raging in the heat.
It's gonna be fun. We've done side stages a few years, and you know, really excited to be part of the full tour on the main stage, and hopefully, you know, reach all those, you know, new fans. So
similar to what we're doing right now, that's kind of the goal.
You know, playing with Avenged and Korn, so I think we'll be able to, you know, be on the main stage. Will be, you know, a lot of fresh ears that might not have, you know, heard us prior to this. So it's another great way to expand our fan base, and you know, get the new record out to some new people. So looking forward to it a lot.
Very cool. Guys, thanks so much. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Appreciate it, man.
Trivium, ladies and gentlemen, the latest offering is out now on Roadrunner Records. Go grab a copy if you haven't already. Touring right now with Volbeat. Get your tickets while you can for this leg, but if you can't catch them, don't worry. Mayhem Festival this summer. Tickets are available now. Get them and get ready for some serious ridiculousness. Can't even just headbanging all summer.
Metal.
I can't even. We're out.